Hi, my name is Brian, and today I want to talk to anyone who's worried about retirement, especially if you have no pension and no savings. You're in your early 60s, bills keep piling up, and you suddenly realize your nest egg doesn't exist. Stressful, right? But what if I told you there's a smart move with Social Security that can actually make a real difference, even if you think it's too late? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make Social Security work for you, the smartest way to maximize your benefits, and avoid common mistakes that could cost you thousands of dollars. I've worked with dozens of retirees just like you, people who felt behind, worried, or even defeated, and they've walked away knowing they can still take control of their retirement. One of my friend, Joan, had no savings and thought she'd have to keep working indefinitely. But by using this strategy, she increased her monthly Social Security check and gained peace of mind. If you want to feel more confident about retirement and get these tips straight to your feed, hit subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Let's pause for a reality check. For decades, Americans were told retirement rests on a three-legged stool: Social Security, a company pension, and personal savings. But here's the truth. Two of those legs have been kicked out from under millions of us. Pensions? They're almost extinct. Savings? Many folks tried, but life, kids, health bills, job losses kept getting in the way. Today, for nearly 1 in 2 older Americans, Social Security is the main source of income. In fact, studies show it provides more than half of total income for many retirees. That's huge. Now, Social Security was never meant to be the only support. It's designed to replace only about 40% of the paycheck you once brought home. And that's before taxes or health premiums. But here's the good news. Even if you don't have a pension or savings, you still have control over one powerful lever: the way you claim your Social Security. And that single decision can make a surprising difference in the size of your monthly check. So instead of worrying about what you don't have, let's focus on the move you can still make. The smart move that could stretch every dollar further. Here's where most folks get Social Security wrong. They think of it like an old safety net, something you just fall into when you finally stop working. But what if I told you Social Security is actually a power tool you can shape to fit your life? Let me tell you about Carol. She's 64, a widow, and her savings never really got off the ground. At first, she planned to grab her check the day she turned 62, because, hey, money now feels safer than money later. But then she learned something surprising. The date you choose to claim can add or subtract hundreds of dollars every month for the rest of your life. Think of it like turning a dimmer switch. Claim early, the light comes on right away, but it stays dim forever. Wait a few years, the glow gets brighter and brighter, and once it's turned up, it never goes back down. And it's not just about waiting. You control spousal benefits, survivor options, and how working part-time might raise or lower your check. In other words, Social Security isn't a single door you walk through. It's a set of levers you can pull to get the most out of every dollar you've earned. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to decide which lever to pull and when, so you can keep that light shining bright for years to come. Now, let's talk about the part that really makes a difference: when to claim your Social Security benefits. Imagine two friends, Mary and George. Mary is 62, just retired, no savings, and she's feeling the pinch. George is 66, healthy, still working part-time, and wondering if he can wait a bit longer. Which path is better? Here's the simple truth. Social Security isn't just a safety net. It's a tool you can use smartly. Claiming at 62 gives you money right away, but your monthly check will be smaller, permanently smaller. Waiting until your full retirement age, say 66, gets you the full benefit. And if you're healthy and can hold out until 70, every month you wait actually increases your monthly check by almost 8%. It's a balancing act. Do you need cash now to cover bills? Or can you delay to build a bigger, more secure income later? That's the secret most people miss. It's not just about claiming, it's about claiming strategically, based on your life, your health, and your money needs. And don't forget, if you're married, there are spousal and survivor benefits that can double the impact of timing. That's why taking a moment to plan carefully can make a real difference. It's not luck, it's smart moves. Now, let's talk about a few smart tweaks you can make while waiting to claim Social Security. Imagine this. Tom is 65, no pension, a small savings account, and he's wondering how to stretch every dollar. First, he decides to keep working part-time. Yes, your benefits might be a little reduced if you earn over the limit, but only until full retirement age. After that, no limits. Every extra dollar you earn before claiming can give you a little breathing room without sacrificing your long-term benefit. Next, let's talk taxes. Even Social Security can be taxed depending on your total income, so planning a bit ahead can keep more money in your pocket. Think of it like setting up little checkpoints to avoid surprises later. And here's a game changer. Legislation like the Social Security Fairness Act is changing rules for folks who had non-covered pensions in the past. That means you could be getting more benefits than you might think, just by knowing your options. Finally, if possible, consider a small side gig or a last-minute catch-up IRA contribution. It's not about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about stacking small wins to make your Social Security work smarter for you. These moves, though small, can turn a tight retirement into something manageable, even when you thought you were starting late. Let's walk through a simple way to make your Social Security decision without feeling overwhelmed. Imagine it like a map for your retirement journey. Here's how it works. First, ask yourself, how's your health? If you've had health challenges or feel your years may be limited, claiming sooner at 62 might make sense. It gives you cash in hand when you need it most. But if you're healthy, active, and plan to live a long life, waiting until full retirement age or even 70 could give you a bigger monthly check for decades to come. Next, think about your work. Are you still earning a paycheck? Before full retirement age, there's a limit on how much you can earn before Social Security takes a cut. After FRA, you can work freely without worrying. So, timing your claim around your work situation can really stretch your benefits. And don't forget spousal or survivor benefits. If you're married or widowed, sometimes delaying your claim while letting your spouse collect can maximize your combined income. It's like chess. Each move matters for your long-term security. Here's the simple trick. Picture a flowchart in your mind. Step 1, check health. Step 2, check work. Step 3, check family/spousal benefits. Step 4, pick the path that gives you the most income safely. That's your Social Security game plan. Smart, simple, and under your control. Let me tell you about George. He's 65, no pension, and just a small savings account tucked away. He thought, I'll just claim Social Security as soon as possible and relax. But here's the catch. He didn't know about some important details that could change everything. First, there's the earnings limit. If George claims benefits before full retirement age and keeps working, the government will actually withhold some of his Social Security. That's right, money you worked hard for could be temporarily reduced. Then there's the longevity risk. If George claims too early, he gets smaller monthly checks. If he lives into his 80s or 90s, those smaller checks add up, leaving him short when he needs it most. And don't forget taxes. Depending on other income, a portion of Social Security can be taxed. Suddenly, your benefit isn't as big as you thought. Finally, there's policy risk. Social Security is strong today, but nothing is guaranteed forever. And emotionally, living on a smaller benefit now can be stressful, especially when you have bills to pay and a lifestyle to maintain. The lesson? Social Security isn't just a safety net, it's a powerful tool. If you use it wisely, like George could have, it can carry you farther than you imagine. But missteps? They can cost you dearly. That's why timing, understanding, and a smart plan are everything. Even if you feel behind, remember this. Social Security is more than a safety net. It's a powerful tool. The right timing can stretch every dollar and give you steady income for life. Your past doesn't define your retirement. Smart choices today can still create a more secure tomorrow.